to use the word immersive listening, you go into the study of trees and the way that trees communicate with one another.
Mhm.
And that's not something we humans hear, but perhaps trees do. So,
Mhm. Yeah, again, I think when you start to allow the concept of listening to broaden outside of the most limited kind of mechanistic expression of our sense into signals being sent back and forth, communication, as you put it. We don't necessarily know if it's language when whales are singing to each other in the ocean. But once we began detecting those songs and recognizing that there were real patterns, there were real signals that were forms of communication, I'm not that interested in the debate about whether it's called language. I'm just fascinated by all these messages being sent back and forth. So with trees, one of the most important teachers at the moment, a botanist named Suzanne Simard, Dr. Suzanne Simard, at first, when she was talking about these trees communicating with each other, she was mocked by her colleagues, and she was told she was anthropomorphizing trees, and they weren't humans, therefore we shouldn't talk about them as a mother tree. And yet, once she was able to measure the chemicals, to measure what these trees were sending down through their root system into their nearby saplings or offspring, it made sense to call it a mother tree. And she began to really persuade people that that imagery was accurate, and that what that was it was not just nutrients and nourishment, but it was also beneficial protection against insects or illness. And now that we've adapted chemotherapies from such trees, their methods of self-protection we are using for our own bodies as well. So that's another form of communication. They're sharing with us their knowledge.